Fuck!
Where's Jen?
Cause of a freaking beaver! This adventure is gonna be a fun one, and you know what? I kind of take it seriously because I just saw something like this the other day when somebody had an encounter with what seemed like a rabid beaver.
Hey, little guy. What? Oh boy. Get away from me.
No lie, this shit happens in real life.
Get away, cause this is beaver. Get the away.
Yeah, that's why like halfway through I had to get my phone out, 'cause I'm like, nobody's gonna believe this, you know.
County health officials have another reason to remind you it is illegal to swim in any of the city reservoirs. It seems a rabid beaver attacked 2 people in 2 days as they...
Oh, shit! So this isn't too far-fetched, except that these beavers...
Hey man, you see that deer up there?
Yeah, I see.
I don't think you do.
That made me so mad and made me laugh at the same time. But anyways, these guys are like, yeah, everything's fine. They drive off, not even checking to see if anything fell out the back of the truck. Meanwhile, something did fall out the truck, and they have this weird animated intro that's kind of tantalizing at the same time, but just as cringy. It makes its way down to a dam, finds its way to these animatronic beavers that look like they're high as hell, and then at that moment, it decides to spurt out all over them. I don't know why it waited till that moment to be right side up and spurt that stuff out. None of these beavers had come into contact with this can, none of them touched it, but it just stops right there, and it's like, you know what? I need to take a piss. Let me make a hole inside myself and spray it all over you guys conveniently while you stand there and look. Also, it's spraying up, but nothing is catching them. Zombeavers. This film has a lot of joyous moments, I swear. We start off with the main character. She's crying in the bathroom. Apparently later we find out that she saw a picture of her boyfriend having cheated on her. Her girls all want to take her for some getaway. Also, I really love this Jack Russell. He's so quiet during the whole movie. And of course, knowing there's a dog in a movie, I am so freaking tense. Because you know me, I'm a crazy person. I have no qualms about what happens to stupid people, but the animals are innocent. So the whole time I'm thinking, oh my God, is the dog gonna be okay? Is the dog gonna be okay? I'm so freaking stressed. And his innocent little face is just so cute and just... Oh my God, I feel like he's only there to get killed. I know that something bad's gonna happen. Also, the girl that's holding him with the gum sticking out of her mouth, she's actually pretty good for an actor. I mean, she's not like an A-list actor or anything, but she actually did a pretty good job in this, and I like to see her in anything else that she comes in. Plus, you get to see her tits.
Oh, you nasty.
The girl that was crying earlier because her boyfriend cheated on her, as you can see his name is Sam, is still putting up with this, and sometimes it makes me so mad. What in the old-ass ancient iPhone is that? How many bars are on that freaking 3G? I'm sorry. I know, I sound so horrible right now, but man, talk about taking it back. When did this movie come out anyway? Really? 2014? That's all it took? Really? Back in 2014, that's all we had? Man, technology really has come a long way. We're living in some golden times. There's a caveat to that. Nicer technology, crazier people. And no, you cannot watch it on Tubi TV for free. It's not even on Tubi TV. Nice try, Fox. Wait, are you kidding me? Are you serious? Are you freaking kidding me? I am so dead ass serious. I looked on Tubi TV. I paid almost $5 for no freaking reason. Wow. Ugh. I hate life sometimes. I really do.
Dumbass!
Anyway, we get an idea as to what these things can do when they take a little boy away from the shore, I'm guessing. Right then and there, the girls arrive at the cabin with the lake. They set the puppy free to go play, and of course, the older lady, the neighbor that they have, greets them, or at least the girl who used to grow up there. Now, at first, the other cheeky girl is like really no chill. I know she likes to have fun, but I hate people that try to act cool by being nasty, and this girl like goes out of her way to do that.
Oh, Moms, you have blossomed.
Not really. Her tits are still small. Thanks, though. Myrna, these is Jen and Zoe.
All right, well, it's a pleasure.
What's up, biatch?
Okay, that's not funny. That just makes you look immature. And like you're trying really hard to make your friends look bad. I do end up liking this character though. She gives me some kind of Scarlett Johansson vibes for some reason. This girl who's hurting is told that she can make it 24 hours without her phone. Of course, when your significant other is an asshole or you guys are having problems, you do want to talk about it. The whole reason for her being taken away from the situation was so her friends could show her a really good time. But of course, there's no signal out here in the sticks.
There's no fucking service. You knew about this, didn't you? You said no boys, not no phones. I did.
She takes off her bra. look like a paradise. Although people always fail to mention that in these situations, the mosquitoes are looking at your skin and they're like, nobody ever cares. Is it just me when I go out to these things? Mosquitoes are swinging in your ear and everyone else is standing stock still like wildebeests hopped up on hashish. Meanwhile, I'm trying my best to move every part of my frickin' fiber so those little shits don't bite me. Looking like... They don't even notice the little cap floating by that belonged to the kid who got nuked. The girl recognizes the beaver dam. When they all swim over, they see these weird Crayola green discharge on it. They write it off thinking it's their urine. Like beavers or any animal would have green urine that looks like it came from Mars. These characters kill me sometimes, I swear. Later, they go back to the cabin to have a little game after they had a run with one of the hunters, telling them to stay away from the beavers and that they should cover up because, you know, their tits are all out and everything and they have kids and families around there. It's one of the reasons why I want my own property. Tell me that I have a property with 16 acres on it and have your ass come down and tell me that I need to cover up. Look, as long as I'm on my property, I can do whatever the hell I want to do. But you do have those nosy neighbors that like to cut through people's properties and then have the gall to tell you what to do on your own property.
You ready? Would you rather watch your mom get murdered by your daddy or get raped by your daddy while your mom had to watch?
Zoe, that's awful.
It is awful, but guess what she chooses?
I guess get raped by my dad?
Uh-huh. Ew. Bitch. I would rather my mom frickin' die. It's disgusting. But it's okay, because your dad's hot. I mean, if your dad looked like this, though, but it's your dad. But it's your father. Oh, thank God this game is cut short because they hear a knock at the door. Of course, the brave, stupid one opens the door and she's like, hello?
Hey, serial killers, we got 3 hot babes in here who haven't had sex in a really long time.
Things are beginning to look a bit concerning because these bumps are all over the house, on the roof, in the back, and the front, just like that. Where are my lips? Not having the best judgment, of course, Scarlett Johansson on discount goes off into the woods. Understandably, the other 2 girls are scared shitless and they are trying to get their friend to come back inside. Of course, she doesn't listen. Of course, something bangs the door and locks it from the inside, which makes no sense at this point, because if it's the beavers, how the hell do they know how to lock doors?
Now over here we make fecal people, and depending upon the shape of them middle turds right there, we can do them with big boobs or guts or butts or long legs or short legs, see, because there's no 2 turds that are ever alike. When all hope seems lost and the girls are cornered, I'm sorry, something comes charging from out of the forest and farts in their face. Oh, it's this guy. What was he in again? He's always a douchebag. It follows. That's it. It follows. What's altitude? He's hot though. I'm not gonna lie. Of course, his girlfriend is really mad. He's like, we couldn't stay without you, babe. I miss you. And she's like, I told you it was just for the girls. And our friend that walked off, yeah, she got her boyfriend too. They're all in on it. And of course, so was the boyfriend who cheated on the other one. And you know what? It's kind of annoying. I can see how it would be annoying, but honestly, I would be so happy. First of all, because I feel very odd being left alone in a place too long with other members of the same sex. I just don't really have a lot in common with them. And I know that sounds horrible and people are going to be like, oh, you're one of them. No, it is what it is. I didn't grow up around females, so it feels freaking weird. And they're talking about tampons and all that other stuff that I don't want to talk about. And then when I try to talk about stuff I want to talk about, like video games, they make fun of me and tell me I'm a nerd and I'm a dweeb and I'm stupid. And that just doesn't do well for me, so I'm sorry. Whew, sorry about that. Just relived a few sleepovers before they became a non-existent thing in my life. Anyways, I actually found it kind of sweet and very relieving when the guys came along. Of course, she doesn't mind because she's like, look, I know you guys want to be obstinate right now and abstain, but we didn't all agree on that.
I haven't had sex in 36 hours. You know when your foot's asleep? My dick's asleep. I gotta wake it up.
Wait, usually when you haven't had it in that long, I would think that it's really awake, which is the reason why you need to have it. If it's asleep, then dude, you're lucky. Anyways, everyone is getting it on. And of course, this girl is still mad and it's very awkward and it feels like a third wheel situation because her boyfriend's like, I cheated on you, but I want to come back now and, you know, have fun. And he expects her to just be like, well, okay. So for the next segment, I can't really show you guys because, you know, tits. At least we got some schlongs in here too, but I'll let you hear some of the cringe with their session, just a little bit. I'm gonna turn away so it's not too awkward. Okay.
Oh, I feel like a Power Ranger.
Okay, now that we're done with that, the cheater tries to get back with his girlfriend, saying that that picture was nothing, he was drunk, yada yada. All the excuses that we've heard a million times.
The turds are all local.
The girl goes Jess is in the bathroom, but she's not alone, as she soon discovers. Now, bear in mind, this movie is actually not that bad. Like, it's cringe, like, especially near the end, because this adventure just has a freaking twist that is, like, so out of left field. Okay, it's not that out of left field, but it's just, okay. Anyways, she's in the bathroom by herself and she hears a noise. Thinking that it's the guys once again playing a joke on her, she goes to investigate, only to find... What is that beaker? Oh my god. Why does that beaver sound like a freaking man? I can't. It's the human noises that are coming from them which makes it so freaking weird. Oh my god. Why is it shaking so goddamn much? She goes to the others for help, and it takes them a while to kill this thing. Then they put its dead body out on the porch, where it promptly disappears the day after. They all conclude, just like we would, that it's rabid, and some animal must have taken it off the porch last night. Of course, they can't let that get them down, and they all go to the lake to have some fun, and so the guys can see the girls in their bikinis. Little do they know that there's something lurking in the water, and the dog is here. Guys, I think you probably already thought, just like I did during the whole time of this adventure, that something bad was going to happen, and you're just praying that it doesn't. I had to stop this movie halfway through because of the tension and the stress. I swear to goodness, watch people die? Yeah, it's okay. Watch a human baby die? That's really freaking sad, but you know, it happens. Watch a grown pet die? Why would they do this? I don't know what it is. I have no idea what it is. Maybe we're psycho, but maybe it's one of those things close to home. I'm sure, like, if I grow up and I have kids, which I don't want to have, just too much work, and like your whole body's ripped open in half. Anyways, if that ever did happen and I saw this happen to another baby, I'd be like, I think it would hit me a lot harder because I can relate a lot more because I have one of my own. Having grown up with pets of my own and loving them as much as I do, like they are my offspring, because I raised them from they were babies and I had to breastfeed. Whoa, breastfeed? No. Oh my God. I'm leaving that in there. I did not breastfeed my dogs. What? Anyways, the point of the matter is, I was stressed that something was going to happen to this baby, and I'm just praying it doesn't. Well, they do end up in a situation that is really horrible, and the poor puppy is in the situation with them. The girls have fun, and while everyone's in the water, we find out something very interesting that, honestly, I could have seen coming from a mile away. Or at least near the middle of the movie. This girl, who was responsible for putting this whole trip together and wanting the blonde-haired girl to come out, is actually the girl in the picture that was kissing her boyfriend, the guy on the right. These two have been having a little sookie time behind the blonde girl's back. This is one of the reasons why I don't like female friends. I'm not saying that every single girl is like this, but them girly girl types, like, I don't know what it is with each other and going behind each other's backs and doing that shit. I don't see that shit nearly as much with guy friends. I just don't. And if a guy does hook up with one of his friend's girlfriends, he tells him later, yeah, by the way, your girlfriend's a hoe. He doesn't keep it from the other guy. He tells the other guy, like, yo, bro, stay together. Your girlfriend's a slut. They team up together and they both dump the girl. But the girls will like keep it from each other and then smiling in each other's faces and shit. It's freaking weird. Maybe it's because I'm way too introverted for all that drama. I can't stand it, so I just stay away. To be fair, she doesn't want to do it anymore, and the guy's all like, well, you know, we can get a little shit in. Like, bruh, what? And he's doing it right in front of his ex/girlfriend, whatever. And of course, her boyfriend notices this. But you know, little voice inside you's telling you, probably nothing. She wasn't into sex last night, but probably nothing. He's tickling her every moment, and they're on that raft together a really long time, staring each other's eyes. It's nothing. Her friends try to get her into the water, and they peer pressure her in, saying, come on, the water's great, until something goes up to the water. Water. The water. Oh, okay. Those are painted toenails. Those are her feet. Okay, I was about to say. Because I've watched enough of these dumb movies where they make these kinds of mistakes that's like, really? Really? Okay. As if I were Cinema Sins, I would retract my sin. Sorry about that. See, I can admit when I fuck up sometimes. Anyway, she feels it swim past her leg. Don't know why at that moment it wouldn't decide to just snap her leg, but whatever. And then everything happens really freaking fast. One of the guys gets nabbed and everyone thinks he's joking until blood starts to disperse in the water. He is also now holding his own foot. Okay. Ew, that's gross. We're going to land. They're freaking out and the dog's not freaking out because he's just like, okay, I'm too old for this shit right now. Their friend is also losing a lot of blood because he just got his foot chawed off by the beavers. Now, I do admit this is scary as hell. And of course, they can't swim to it because the beavers will get them. So can you guess what they decide to do? Or at least what one of them decides to do? Meanwhile, blonde-haired girl who went back to call for help at the cabin is also getting attacked by a beaver.
What? Sorry, buddy. Surf's up!
No, as bad as this movie is, this part was too real for me. No, this part fucked me up. No. No. Jesus freaking Christ, man. I had to put down my phone because I was watching some of my device, if that makes any sense. But I don't know what it is about them killing animals in these movies, man. I just can't. On that note, we are going to call it a fucking night. I can't. I'm sorry. I'm still here. I don't know. That's PTSD shit, man. I can't watch this shit. I can't. And I already watched it once. So after that, I need to get myself together. It seems kind of depressing, like to end it like that, right? I mean, to make things a little better though, if you look at what's going on, you can tell that this is purely digital and they only use the image of the dog. So I have to just remind myself it's not real. You know, look at these beavers. These beavers are not real. They're not actually there. And technically neither is the dog. So I am so stressed right now. Anyways, we will continue this because we're halfway through. My rental will be up by tomorrow, so I still have time. So maybe I'll release the rest of this later on this week or for the next movie Monday. Because like I said, if you guys haven't watched this already, there is a bit of a twist with this movie. And it wasn't actually as bad as I thought it was going to be. So we'll wait till then. I need to go and fill myself with happy thoughts and hug all of my dogs. I need to go hug my puppies. Thanks so much for watching. This has been Altiori. You ask, we answer.